All right, welcome everyone to another soulful Sunday. And how lucky are we here to be together at the beautiful and prestigious University of Toronto, and this wonderful nature and all this wonderful consciousness creation. The birds are chirping, sky is blue, and here we're together, from my heart to yours, from me to you. So let's begin today's class saying hello to everyone. Hey Ash, hey Mary, nice to see everyone. And it's beautiful that we're here to practice. We're gonna start today sitting upright, right? Tall as the tree behind me, feeling our legs are the roots, our spine is the trunk, and that our mind is the branches extending outward. So sitting up nice and tall, finding that beautiful space, palms on our knees, let's just start to slowly go forward and back. And as we go forward and back, it's just heart back, rocking backward, and then coming forward. And we're gonna do it with a very simple breathing pattern. As we inhale, come forward through the nasal passage. And as we exhale through the mouth, push all the way back through the heart. It's a lot like cat-cow, so we can start to make the movement bigger. Coming all the way up. And down. Take all the time you need to bring that breath all the way through, and then exhale it back. Good, 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Feel it all the way through your spine. 4. Rolling it through. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale up and hold for 10. And as you hold for 10, just move your body around. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale back. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up. Good. Bring your right arm up over your head. Stretch up so that your bicep connects with your ear. Once connected with your ear, start to let that other opposite arm, left arm, come down to the ground. And as it comes to the ground, bend elbow and start to find a new place to stretch. And we're just doing a nice side bend. And as we side bend, breathing in, breathing out. Same way. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And all we're doing here is exploring different ranges of motion as we connect the bicep to the ear, allowing the opposite arm to move. Bring that elbow down from straight frame down towards the elbow. It doesn't have to touch the ground, but we're drawing it towards the ground. And then breathing all through that side body. Good. 10. If it's getting too much, just make a triangle. Using your palms to the other ear, right? Forming a triangle. If it gets too much, straight arming. Good. 7. 6. Breath by breath, all movement into this moment. Again, a little lower and a little slower than we usually would start. Just start to feel all these different variations of curves in your spine. 4. 3. 2. Warming up from the inside out. And 1. Beautiful. Coming up first, let that right arm drop down, left arm comes straight up overhead. Same thing on the other side. Start nice and high at first. If your arm gets heavy, just bring it comfortably over top of your head. You're achieving the same thing. Now from here, start to move your spine. Remember, your spine is moving to the side. 10 deep breaths. Connect that bicep with the ear. Start to allow yourself to lower that elbow slowly, slowly, and you're gonna feel that pull all the way through that side body. From the hip, through the rib cage, underneath the arm. We're really flushing out our lymphatic system. That, what I describe as the sewers of our circulation system, right? Being able to get rid of all that waste, right? And this is lymphatic massage or lymphatic drainage. Really important for women, especially in the preventative against breast cancer, right? But even for men as well. The ability to store can sometimes become stagnant. And as we've learned before, the fastest moving water is always the cleanest water. So movement is medicine, right? It heals nature. It also heals ourselves. From the cerebellum, the back of our brain, our reptilian brain, our animal brain, all the way to our prefrontal cortex. The human aspect of ourselves, the decision makers, the non-reactive part. What can control a lot of what can't be controlled in animals. Reason, logic. Right? Our consciousness is being expanded breath by breath. Good. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. From here, coming up, taking your elbows, close your eyes, go inside, find a drishti, a single point of concentration. For me, it'll be a blade of grass, just focusing on a single blade of grass in my mind and allowing my elbows to really twist or rotate around my spine, doing different angles, but trying to keep my gaze concentrated straight. So my gaze isn't following my elbows right now. My body is rotating around my spine. My spine is getting straighter through each and every twist. Good, 10 breaths here. Feel the energy flowing. We're awakening that Kundalini energy. All the way in through the nose. All the way out through the mouth. Seven. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. hold the breath, inhale, keep moving for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep twisting, feel, find that drishti, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now follow the gaze of the elbows as you exhale. On, full release, let it go. Breathing all the way in and all the way out for 10. 9. 8. 7. Remember, yoga is all about that breath. Good. 6. Push belly button towards the spine. So we can get longer and longer, taller and taller. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, come forward and relax down onto the ground. Good, relax the breath now. We've fully oxygenated our bodies. And now all we want to do is rest and digest that whole experience, that whole warm-up series. Again, all about grounding. And the reason why we ground in yoga after all that activity is to integrate, is to experience the subjectivity, right? Our experience of the knowledge, our experience of the teachings, right? So as we breathe through the moments, we're breathing through the movements, right? Movement and moment is the same thing in yoga, right? There's no such thing as moving through the moment until we are the moment or we are the movement. So movement is the moment until it's not. And when that is that when we're being yoga, right? And then the movement is just happening naturally, right? Our body's homeostasis, right? That's a natural movement. So stillness is anything but still. And when the mind shuts off, right, and it sort of gets to a baseline, right, that baseline is our homeostasis. And so that movement is just very subtle and natural. A lot of people misconstrue or misunderstand that when we talk about stillness, we're talking about something like a vacuum, being still. And that's not the reality. We're always breathing, even when we're in a delta state, unconscious. And we're always breathing. No breath, no life. No breath, no mind. No breath, no body. And so we honor the breath. And so the breath goes from long and peaceful, right, to short and sweet. And we call that transition, going from automatic breathing into natural breathing. Good, slowly coming up. Fantastic. Take your legs, give them a little switch. Good, and come forward once again and just relax down, stretching again. Just in your seated position, finding a nice, gentle pose. And just crossing our legs, and just coming into natural breath, just feeling your body. Right, this is the reflective portion of our practice. Right, the rising part, the shining part, that's one aspect. But then there's the reflection and the refreshing. Right? Why isn't it just fresh? Why is it refresh? Right? Because we are fresh, but we refresh ourselves because we go through many different types of states, right? Different subjective feelings, different consciousnesses of what it is to be ourselves. What does that feel like? What is it to be you? Right? How does it feel to be you? Well, one of the best ways to know that is through breathing. And through breathing, we can get to states like stillness,
as we've just described, that is anything but still. Right? But when we become in a state of homeostasis, it's no different than feeling the spin of the earth. Right? The skies are not just moving around us. They are very, very slowly. But the truth is that the earth is spinning really fast around the sun. And so what we see above, all that change from day to night and night to day, as the sun chases the moon and the moon chases the sun. Right? There's always those rare moments where the sun and moon are out at the same time. Right? Or even rarer moments where they eclipse each other. And that's what our practice is. Our practice is understanding that level of stillness, the relationship between the planetary bodies, our planet that we're now grounded upon, whether we're in our homes or outside, and then in ourselves. Because as it's said in the sacred texts of the Vedas, and also the Bible, right? A lot of ancient wisdom believes the same consciousness. As above, also below. As within, also around. This is the reflection part of our practice, what we call Jnana Yoga, where the knowledge ends and the experience begins. So what is the knowledge of spirituality, of yoga? Right? And then where does that end, that knowledge end, and the experience begin? Good, guys. Slowly, slowly coming up as we continue our practice. Fantastic. Let's bring ourselves into just a nice position where our knees are up, our feet are on the ground. Just flip the camera just a little bit. Perfect, so you can see grounding with the feet. Now we're gonna windshield wiper our knees one knee down at a time. Nice and slowly, nice and easy. Just let it open up a little bit in our hips. Good, breathing here, feeling here. Start to bring the breath all the way in and all the way out. Nice and gentle. Good, now from here, let's come into a cobbler position. Nice and easy, that's when we connect our feet together and just find a nice diamond, something that's easy and accessible to you. Okay, so when you find that beautiful diamond shape, just get there and just walk those hips out a little bit so you can get in a good position. We're gonna just do a little bit of movement here. As you can see, heart back, heart forward, but my arms stay straight. So I'm really working it more through my spine. And as we do this, we're gonna do Kapalabhati breathing. Kapalabhati breathing is the exhaling, that strong exhaling. So it looks like this. And it's like you're drumming your own stomach. And so the stomach goes back, 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 back. And the deeper you go with it, the more you're gonna feel this energy coming up, right? We're awakening this Kundalini. And so through these vibrations of the movement, right? Start to move your spine forward and back, just through the Kapalabhati, just to create a little more medicine, right? Remember, movement is medicine. So let's begin with a deep inhale, full exhale, and then inhale halfway to begin. Continue to exhale. Remember, just moving slightly forward and back, right? Feel that energy, feel that flow for 10, 9, 8. Exhale 1. Hold the breath out, come into cobbler. Hold the breath out as long as you can. Before you're ready to inhale, gentle inhale. Exhale a little bit, rebound with the inhale, and hold your cobbler pose. Imagine that the crown of the head, the top of the head, is moving towards the feet. Imagine your lower back is moving in a position almost like a stegosaurus, shooting out. Imagine rays of light or spikes of light coming out of your spine. Let the knees open up, let everything relax down. Okay, open up to yourself, open up to the world. Right? It always starts with ourselves. The practice of yoga is all about being yoga, getting into the experience. And that's the consciousness of yoga. What does it feel like to be yoga? What does it feel like to be a yogi? And there's the shine, hooray, the sun, hiding behind those clouds. You know, it was pretty blue today. It's getting a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter. And that's again, as within, also around. As above, also below. As in the macrocosm, so too the microcosm. As in the gross, so too the subtle. Right? As in the hot, so too the cold. Right? And what do they have in common? Temperature. The beauty of all of this is in the polarity. And yet the polarity can separate us, can make us feel sort of us versus them, me versus you. But rather, it's a collaboration. There is no me without you. There is no he without she. There is no them without they. Everything grows like the grass. And just like the wind on the grass teaches us the sound of harmony, the sound of interaction or engagement. And as we engage our own practice, we engage our experience. For all a practice is, right, is a living wisdom of knowledge and experience. And daily practice is the living wisdom of daily experience and the knowledge of that experience. And again, that's our reflective component. So again, just relax your head a little bit more one last time. And relax your shoulders, relax your back, coming a little bit more in. We're going to do one Brahmari here. Brahmari is the strong hum. And again, mirror the inner to outer world. My outer world is very calm, very cool. Right? Whether it's at home or outside, always trying to find very good, energetic locations. Lots of spaciousness. And that's the next part. Not just stillness, but spaciousness. Lots of room to be yourself. And part of that is being able to express yourself. So making a strong hum, right? Don't be nervous, right? Be your best self. The stronger you hum, the more that vibration is going to affect every cell in your body. As we said earlier, right? The cleanest water is the fastest moving water. So we'll increase circulation, not just through movement, but also through respiration, through breathing. So let's do one Brahmari together. Deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful from here, coming up. Nice strong position. Bring those knees in again, once again. And windshield wiper, side to side. Side to side. And again, that's the beauty of our practice, right? Contract, nice and strong. Get ourselves in those postures. Really, really powerful. And then we release it, right? Just totally letting it go. Totally letting it flow. Again, it's like opening a lock, or as it's described in yoga, a bind, right? Being unbound. So that's why the word liberation is used. Liberation, right? Liberation of what? Liberation of the mind and the body as separate, right? The mind and body are not separate. We just perceive it that way. And so through awareness, we can change that perception. And then we can receive it differently. Beautiful. Fantastic. From here, when you're ready, again, I'm just switching for camera angles, but again, just come straight up now through your squat, nice and easy. And again, heart forward, heart back. My arms are straight behind me, and I'm just going heart forward, heart back. Right? Finding that alignment, back and forward, from the back side, nice and comfortable, for 10. Relax your tailbone, 9. 8. 7. 6. Breathing in what the earth is breathing out. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Best part. Climb on through. One head at a time. Notice that my heels come off the ground. That's a good thing. All right, let them come off the ground. Move around. Feel the earth. Feel the earth. Feel the earth. Right. Nice connection through the palms. Grounding that energy. Rolling it out through the feet. Rolling it out through the hands. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Find your squat position, nice and comfortable. Again, sit down on the heels, bounce, 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 open up the knees, and then bring the palms together slowly, slowly. As you bring the palms together, use those elbows to open up the knees a little bit more. Tuck your chin to elongate your spine. You may feel a pull in the back. That's good, right? We want that strong pull, right? Spine is elongated here. As the spine gets elongated, deep breath in, deeper breath out, 10 breaths. Be aware of your body, be aware of your breath, be aware of your mind, all the cognitions, all the emotions, all the behaviors, all the physiology, everything that could be interpreted as an activity, an act, action, right? Bring it into a place of surrender through breathing and through posturing. Posturing is embodying the power of yourself. As we posture, we embody the power of yourself. When we talk about Kundalini energy, right? How do we awaken it, and then how do we channel it? Well, that's what the posturing is for, so we can direct it. Down here, as we sit and squat, as we continue to breathe, right? Really feeling how that tailbone is getting nicely tracked, or nicely released, or nicely liberated. So again, see if you can just do little tiny movements. This is the base of my spine. Little tiny movements. Good. 3. 2. Good. Hands out in front. Step back with the right leg. Nice tall lunge here. And then bring the knee down to the floor. Once the knee is down to the floor, start to come forward and back. And again, my toes are curled, right? I'm just going forward and back because, again, I don't want to have any knee issues. So if I have to have my knee off the floor, that's fine too. Again, you can also bring a bolster and just place that underneath your knee, right? That's always a nice feeling. So again, lots of different options here. Again, I'm nice on the ground, so super soft. So again, better to feel it just right on the ground. Fantastic. When you're ready, from here, just moving forward and back, uncurl those toes. Okay, so from the side, right? Uncurl those toes. Good, and with uncurled toes, start to lift the knee. Lifting the knee. Drop your hips, look up, and then lift your knee, look down. Right? Feel. Feel when you're ready, drop down, press into the top of that foot. Again, hip towards the knee. As we stretch, use your hands. Look up, right? Fight through that resistance. And when I say fight, I mean fight like the way Arjuna fights in the Bhagavad Gita, right? Who is he fighting? Himself. What is this strong sensation? Ourselves, our hips, our body, our signal, our experience, our consciousness. Good. Just coming in and out, feeling that low lunge, really working it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you're ready, walk those arms a little bit more forward and then come down on your elbows. If you can't come down on both elbows, just come down on one elbow. If you can't come down on one elbow, just stay straight and just hold your knee and twist. But if you can come down on both elbows, that's great. Twist your body. Feel that beautiful twist. Feel that beautiful length. Feel that beautiful strength. And now from this twist, start to untwist. And then twist and untwist for 10. Twisting and untwisting here in our lizard pose. And our dragon pose. Good. 9. 8. 9. Feel that breath flowing through the body, and helping still the mind, chill the mind, relax, and digest your experience. Right? Yesterday is behind us. Tomorrow is in front of us. All we have is today. All we have is this moment. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly coming up. And when you're ready, push back and lift back. So now the hip and heel are coming together. Again, if you prefer to curl your toes and do this, that's fine. I like to keep my toes undone. And again, start to work back through those hamstrings. Good. Feel, feel, feel. And as you make your way, notice I can go all the way. I'm not going to. I'm going to go nice and slow through this movement. Right? Starting to get that leg straight. It's like playful baby. We call it a happy baby because it's a playful baby. So this is a very happy low lunge. It's a very playful low lunge. And then as that leg straightens, start to curl the toes. See, and you can come all the way down. Good. Forward and back. Curl your toes. Good. Feel. Hips forward. Hips back. Curling your toes. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Fantastic. Coming on to the other side. Come forward, kick back, stretch, come forward. And again, same thing as before. Start with those toes, right? Just on the knee, nice and relaxed. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right? Nothing hard here. Just hit forward, hit back, getting into that zone, getting into that micro movement as we work the body. And remember, as we stretch the body, so too the mind. That's the key. Good. Uncurl those toes. Start to bring those hips forward for 10. Look up in your low lunge. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, coming down, remember, always the outside hand is the safest. And then to the inside. If you can get both arms down, great. If you can't, remember, you can always do one arm, or you can do one arm with straight arm. But again, it's all about getting that hip down to the ground. You see, pushing that tailbone forward. So whichever position you choose, getting into a good way, and twisting. And twisting all the way through. That beautiful movement. Good. 9. 8. 7. 6. Find that zone. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful work. Slowly, slowly coming up. And again, forward, back, forward, back. Take your time. It should be much smoother, but now you're going to feel it in the opposite way. And as we let it flow, let it go, forward and back, working through our low lunge. Again, nice and easy. The hip is really looking for the heels. It's looking for that heel. It's looking for this heel. But you're going slowly, slowly. Because again, yoga wasn't built in a day. Nor too was Rome, right? It takes a long time to build an empire, especially the empire of I within ourselves. Right? Our own nationhood, our own selfhood, our own understanding. And so as we rise and shine, we also reflect and refresh, right? Not just our bodies, but also our minds. The teachings on a physical level are as important as the teachings on a mental level. I can't say which is more because both have been invaluable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From here, when you're ready, just take a nice step up and go right into your forward fold. Relax down, hips high up in the air. Right? Shake it out left and right. Get those legs straight. Try not to think too much. Head relaxes, heart relaxes. Just feel. It's all about the feeling. Right? We are studying the motion of emotion. And that can go in either direction, bi-directional. Right? Very fluid. The sensations between the body and the mind, but also too between each and every posture. Right? As we do one thing, then we do the other thing. And all this becomes that, and all that becomes this. And then at the end of the experience, when we meditate, when we get into the experience of yoga, the experience is that meditation. Right? Where we experience all these things and then we experience no thing. Right? And this no thing is an experience of ourselves, freed of ourselves, the sense of ourselves. Right? We're in the pure experience of ourselves, which is the experience of everything we are, which feels great. Right? And when you're here from that forward fold, we're going to start to lift up, but we're going to do it slowly. So first, let's see where we can get our hands. Let's start today either on the feet, not the floor, right? Or on our shins, whichever we prefer. Good, and then same movement, heart forward, heart back. Heart forward, heart back. And again, find your frame so you can just work through your halfway lift. Again, notice the weight shifting from heels to toes. Again, heart forward, heart back, allowing yourself to feel the stretch. It's like doing cat-cow. Right, legs straight, hips high up in the air, heart forward, heart back, moving that spine, undulating it with micro movements for 10, 9, 8. Right, your neck should not get sore because you can always tuck it. Up here it can get a little sore because it's not used to sort of backward bending to help you lift up, but that's the point. And as we anchor ourselves, we are understanding that really clearing through this specific part. Right? Doing it from here is a little different from doing it from here. Whoa. Right, so you can change it up. 5, 4, 3, looking forward and back, 2, and 1. Tuck chin, slowly drag the hands, and we're coming up for 10. I'm gonna walk so I stay in the camera frame. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand nice and tall. As you stand nice and tall, palms out to your side. Right? Find a nice comfortable position with your feet. And again, just breathe in what the earth is breathing out.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Stretch up, reach up, feel up. And then start to bring the fingertips inward. Okay. So looks like this. Bringing the fingertips inward toward, inward toward, inward toward. Once they're inward toward me, straight arms, straight legs, tuck chin, everything straight. Inhale, bring your elbows in, bring your palms up as if you're holding, right? Very strong stone. Right? And that strong stone is gravity. And as we exhale, we push up. Try and get those biceps toward the ears while pressing through the heels of the hand. Inhale back down, rest, that strong stone, that gravity, and then exhale, push it up. Repeat. Sending that energy up through the hips, up through the heart, up through the head, up through the hands. Nice and strong. Five. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Keeping right hand high up in the air, left hand comes down. Turn those left toes towards the left side, keep legs straight, and start to slide down. Again, I'm imagining I'm holding a branch high up on the tree, slowly lowering my body down. This is known as straight leg triangle. We're gonna work that for 10. 9, stretching up, stretching down simultaneously. Looking up, 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Staying down here, feel, look, and start to bend the knee. And as you bend the knee, starting to twist a little bit more through your straight leg triangle, now into full variation of triangle. And again, I'm reaching towards the ground with my fingertips. Don't have to get there if I don't want to, but if I can, great. And then again, reaching up, twisting through. Breathing here, feeling here for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 3, 2, and slowly coming up. Let's change that angle. Right arm comes down, foot changes, left toes come out, come in, right toes go out, left hand reaches up nice and high. Feel that beautiful energy. As you reset yourself, as you get ready to go, start to reach, 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 and as you reach, you're breathing. It's almost as if my hand is holding on to a branch, slowly making that way all the way through that side body, from the hips, through the rib cage, and then into the head as you twist, look up at your hand. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. And when you're ready, lower down, bend your knee, stay here, right? Rest your arm, whatever you need to do, but you're pressing down, lifting up. But if you can, try and make your way towards the ground. Again, slowly, slowly. Good for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Swing those arms in the opposite direction. Come up. Turn toes, stand up nice and tall. In the exact position you're in, don't move. Just start to slide your legs, your hands along your thighs. Just start to sit down into a horse stance. Again, the elbows, the knees, right? Everything is opening up. Opening up the palms, the hips, heart, chin, feel everything. It's all opening up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, from here, turn the toes one more time. So again, you can walk in a little bit, and then turn those toes out wide. And now we're gonna do goddess. I'm gonna come a little bit closer to the camera so you can see. So again, I'm widening that stance on the same line. And now from here, start to lower down. And as you start to lower down, start to find your seat. Right, your seat is behind you, and you tuck your tailbone as you find your seat. Arms are straight, shoulders relaxed, scapula together, so all those back muscles pulling in to support you. Again, the tailbone's curled forward, so you're feeling those hips coming forward. Resting your arms. Start to sit down. And then when you're ready, open up a little bit more by bringing your palms towards your face, elbows out and down. Good. Now we're in goddess pose. Let's take a deep breath in and out. 10. 9. 8. Remembering, if this is too hard, just bounce in and out. And remember, you can always go to straight legs. Join us whenever you're ready. Good. 6. beautiful work here. Again, flip those heels and then lower yourself down.
Again, straight leg, splits. Just let it go. From here, shift the weight from left to right. Wide-legged forward fold. Just let it go. From left to right there. Feel, feel, feel. Coming forward, coming back. Just allowing it to let loose. Allowing it to let go. Seven. 6. Weight onto your hand. You are coming up. Handstand. Feel, feel. Use the earth. Don't abuse the earth. Right? Use your space. Don't abuse your space. Use yourself. Don't abuse yourself. We want to use. We want to make it active. Help our bodies become alive. So we can be alive to our living. We can be awake to our waking. And we do this through the awareness of the breath. Right? By being aware of the breath, something we're always doing, allows us to be a little bit mindful of every other motion or emotion or movement that is occurring. 3. 2. And 1. Good. From here, slowly climb forward. Come forward into a plank position and lower your knees down. Come down onto the floor. And just pull up with your arms. Sphinx pose for 10 breaths. Ground those hips. Right? Feel that consciousness connecting. Getting an internal massage through the belly. Imagining as you inhale, the belly is going all the way through the ground. Right, you feel that expansion, that lift, and as you exhale, as you continue to back bend, feeling even more that connection in the lower body, in the organs, in the visceral system, starting to connect, starting to release, starting to relax. Ready, without thinking, right? Just slowly lower yourself down by stretching one arm out. I'm just gonna do a little twist for the camera. There we go, just coming right into your Shavasana. And remember, Shavasana is our time to fully integrate our practice as we lie down. Right, let go, let be. Feeling how we rose today, rose to the occasion, rose to the practice, right? As sweet as a rose, right? That is now our scent. It's our scent because of our sentience. We're aware of the rose. We're aware of how it smells. You know, yogis are people who stop and smell the roses because they are the roses. Thich Nhat Hanh once says, every blossoming flower is a Buddha awakening. Every blossoming flower is a Buddha awakening. And the beauty of mindfulness is to be full of mind, which is to integrate the teachings, right? To be healthy is to be full of body. Right? You're integrating the teachings. True wealth is health. The ultimate wealth is health. If you have health, you have true wealth. Because true wealth is happiness. It's all wealth is trying to buy. Right? First, wealth buys safety and security. Then it can sort of buy options through friendships, right? Through relationships, through connections. And then through purpose, through networks, through meaning. But then finally, resting in the heart chakra, resting in being. Because the greatest freedom we have as humans is our being, our ability to be. Breath by breath, we feel that consciousness connected. We feel ourselves being in the posture, being here present with each other, but also being present with our presence and the power of that presence. We really experience that through the pranayamas, for all those breathing activities we did, those 10 rounds of breath today, really focusing on the countdown and getting into a place of flow, of optimization. But now in Shavasana, it's all about integration. Taking the experience, all of the experience, turning it inward towards ourselves. So this is known as active listening. We're hearing everything. And that's all we're doing, nothing specific, no agenda. Just being, just breathing. Because our greatest meaning as humans is being. What is being? What are we being? Free. That's why yoga is all about liberation. What are we trying to liberate? The human into being. We are not just humans, not just girls or boys or men or women or this or that. We are more than that. We can go beyond the labels and just find pure experience, pure freedom. In order to truly experience it, we have to have the knowledge of the experience, which is the teachings that help guide us. Beautiful. Let's do one Brahmari just to close our Shavasana and slowly make our way up. Deep breath in. Rocking heads aside, turning fingers like stars, roll out through the feet. Good, windshield wiper those knees side to side. And when you're ready, come on to right or left side, whichever you prefer. Let's find our way to a comfortable seated position. Again, just how we started. And as we sit up nice and tall, getting into a good way. Hey, what's a good way? Just feeling, right? Forward, back, side to side, left, right, all 6 directions, opening up into that 7th direction, that elongation of the spine, right? What we call 7th heaven, right? That beautiful 7th chakra that opens us up to the universe, where we get out of the subjective and start to experience the objective, right? That which is beyond us, that is which is shared by all beings, right? Planets, plants, from planets to plants, right? That's life cosmic. That's the beauty that every yogi has known. The yogis from 10,000 years ago, the yogis from 10,000 years from now. The yoga now is the same then, will be the same in the future. So just be here now, because that's all we need. Fantastic. Let's bring our hands together, starting to awaken from our awakenedness.
Bring it up over our head, back down over our hearts. Getting lots of sensory experience for the body, for the mind, as the senses work their way into sense perception through transduction. Right? So much happening. And just allow it to happen. Open up those palms. Right? Feel the consciousness of this moment. Feel the breath of this moment. Notice how your breathing has gone from automatic to natural. Notice how strong you feel naturally. And as we continue to practice, that effort and reward ratio will get smaller and smaller, or more in favor of reward. Because the effort, the practice, becomes the reward, becomes the experience. So let's close our practice by slowly closing our palms as we chant the mantra. Deep breath in. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. In your hearts, in your lives, in everything that you see, are, and be. The divine in me sees and shares the divine in you. In love, with love, through love. Thank you everyone for coming out today. Namaste. Yay! You're so